It really did feel like neighborhoods were being sequentially abandoned by their owners. Landlord arson was rampant because that was the only way they'd ever be able to make money. They couldn't get people to move into these places, so they might as well burn them down. And it really seemed like this was going to happen all over the island. Grace Paley, one of the great New York City writers, had wrote a story written in the early 70s, South Bronx, and one of the characters there, who was like a community organizer, said, the buildings are burning down on one side of the street, and the kids are trying to put something together on the other. And this could be a parable of one of the great achievements of that period from a lot of the neighborhoods that were most devastating in New York. The earliest form in which most people who weren't a part of that neighborhood saw it was the graffiti that appeared on the subway in the 70s. And it was on a decaying and deteriorating generation of gray trains. And they painted these enormous, exuberant, colored names and reliefs and mottos, and it's thrilling. The next incarnation was rap. And these are parables of a city that's being ruined, that's being destroyed, and saying, we can rise again. We come from ruin, but we're not ruined. It's become the basic form of world music, so it's a thrill, but it's important to understand that it came from totally burnt out, ruined districts, and that's where it was born, out of this suffering and misery.
Yeah. But this is my place for real. Everything right here, this is down.
Professional thinker.
Raheem, Furious 5.
Grandest of them all, even your mama fall for. Grandmaster Jazz, Cold Crush Brothers.
Cool DJ, AJ Scratch. AJ!
Okay.
Africa Bambaataa, Godfather Hip Hop Culture, organizer, founder of Universal Student Nation.
The series of the Serioso Jordan. Marmello, the father of hip hop, Cool Herc.
Coca Rock, Cool Herc, right hand man. That's right, man, my own. I never was a stepping stone.
Hey, cheaper, New York, Paris, France.
DJ Jones, old school DJ.
us one more.
And I am the Grandma Steel of House Brothers, DJ Kurtis and me, G.
Yes, I'm the D.O.D. Dr. Rock from the Fantastic and So Romantic 5MC.
The original MC, Chevy Chad, repping L Brothers, Serious Lovers, Fantastic Romantic 5, Solar Water That Chad, Touch My Ocean.
I'm Jay Rock, Sally Park, founder of Storm City Records with Jazzy J, who's the greatest girl. Anybody that knows me knows that I call Pete my cousin, because he and I started close. Pete is the one that gave me my whole start in music. I've been involved in music ever since. Pete and I go a long way back to the Stardust, and he actually introduced me to the owners of the Stardust while I was on video, and allowed me to get on his system to prove what I could do as a DJ. And from that point, I was able to get a job as their house DJ. Pete and I became so close enough, my family became so close to Pete, that we started actually promoting parties that we started together.
Yeah, I don't know how PDJ Jones' name is not more prevalent in this whole scenario, because he was like the mobile DJ. You had KC, the Prince of Soul, you had JJ, the Disco King, who used to be with Pete. I remember when DJ Starsky, the Love Bug Starsky, was hanging out with Pete, and Pete was kind of like the main feature, and then Starsky kind of like got his thing going up under that Pete umbrella.
A little bit,
Disco DJ used to say hip hop, they were the ones who did that thing, and it's funny how this industry got the name hip hop, and the people that did it originally are not known for it. When this story is told, and I see it in the magazine, it's as if there's a South Bronx, but it's not connected to the North Bronx. The Bronx isn't that big, so all this culture flourished throughout that whole borough. And there was the T Connection, there was Disco Fever, you had the Stardust, and we all knew each other. There were DJs and there were B-boys. The B-boys went on to become what is known as hip-hop. A lot of the DJs, you never heard their story. PDJ Jones, Hollywood, Eddie Chiba, myself.
I was killing it.
When I first started DJing, I was given a party after the Grand Morgan. The first Grand Morgan game at Yankee Stadium. I couldn't find a DJ, so I decided to buy the system, my first mixer. And I bought the top 20 records and a couple of turntables, and I had a party. We partied for 6 o'clock in the morning. We started off with 7 records like this, which was very short, mostly about 2 or 3 minutes. And so we played with these for a while, and then we had to get to do something. We had to change for people to get bored. So we started playing them over and over again. They had beat parts, what we call a beat, the jump part, but it wasn't long, so we kept running them over and over again, And the producers and they were right on top of it, because after that they came out with the Disco 45. They made the beat a little longer, so we would play the beat over and over again, and we'd play it for about 5 minutes, because people liked the beat. That's when the people started partying, you play the beat, so we played for about 5 minutes, and the record company was on top of it. So they started putting the beat part at the beginning of the record and the middle, and we did that for a while, and then they came out with an instrumental, which lasted about the entire record. So that's the beat part, we ran it, and later on, the new jocks, like Grandmaster Flash, Starsky, and Cool Herc, Red Alert, and all those guys, they took it to another level. They started running it for, you could listen to it for a whole day at the party. And with the beat part of the record playing, you didn't have any singing, so we had to think of something, so we started rapping over the music. Rapping and trying to boost up the crowd, pump them up. I started off ad-libbing myself, talking and rapping as I played music, trying to play Frankie Crock and Ken Spiderweb, and trying to rap, motivate the people. And eventually these MCs came along. KC, the Prince of Soul, I stole him from Flowers, Grandmaster Flowers.
I'm saying I'm one of the first MCs that still rap